A local nonprofit that enables Afghan refugees and their families to resettle in our community reaffirmed that commitment at the national level today. Natalie Kutchko joins us in the studio to explain what that continued partnership means. Natalie.
Hi, Teresa. Keeping Our Promise is one of a few hundred agencies involved in this, recommitting to these efforts in a memorandum of understanding signed today in Washington, D.C. This was by the U.S. Secretary of State and head of a group called Afghan Coalition. The goal here is to further guide the work in giving more of these families the opportunity to call America home. Reaffirming a nationwide promise. Back in the fall of 2021, a national coalition called Afghan was formed. Rochester-based nonprofit Keeping Our Promise is one of about 200 agencies within that group. Its focus lies on the ongoing commitment to give Afghan refugees and their loved ones a new chance at life here in the U.S.
We had to compile lists to give to the State Department, and it was a huge group effort that we all joined together in. Now, Keeping Our Promise has been doing this work since 2014. It was October 2014 that we took on our very first visa advocacy case. So we're very familiar with what needs to happen to get someone here legally.
Keeping Our Promise Executive Director Ellen Smith says the organization is ahead of their own goal in the number of families they've helped to resettle here this year. That includes 34 families, more than 100 refugees that have moved to the region since January. Secretary of State Antony Blinken joined the coalition's president Monday in signing this renewed commitment.
Time and again, our colleagues are bridging the gap between what resettlement agencies can provide and what our new neighbors actually need for a warm welcome. For our democracy to deliver, we need government to help us shrink the gap. And that's what we're doing here today.
Smith adds, while the fight is not over in Afghanistan, the agency continues to work alongside others as constant advocates for those overseas.
That they have someone in their corner, you know, that they're not left behind, that we're fighting, you know, for their families, for them, and we're not going to give up.
Keeping Our Promise continues to welcome donations to help further exceed that goal, as mentioned, of resettling families locally. Those interested in contributing can find all the details in this story on our website, rochesterfirst.com. In the studio, Natalie Kutchko, News 8.